C1. You described your design work for the facade support substructure on the REA job and how you had developed the design using upper bound methods, upper bound and lower bound methods, P-delta analysis, and the Dallard and Grasshopper methods, which included several other elementary flowcharts, but brackets unchecked, close brackets, calculations only for the fixings of the facade steelwork to the concrete. Stop. Whilst your report was very clear and detailed, your answers to questions, in the opinion of your reviewers, lack detail. Semicolon. For example, when asked to explain upper bound UB and lower bound LB solutions, you correctly classified plastic design as an upper bound as a UB and elastic design as LB, but not that the upper bound solution predicted a higher failure load than the real value, and the converse for lower bound solutions. On the Poplar job, your report was equally clear, but your answers lack detail. Again, lack detail. Why, for example, the tripod rig was unable to penetrate the ground, open brackets, resulting in a dispute, close brackets. On the Finchley Central job, your presentation covered in great detail the town planning application for the site clearance and ground investigation, but little on railway asset protection and the effect of railway operations on the future development of the site. Nor were you able to cover these in the subsequent discussion. Stop. New paragraph. Whilst you had clearly managed complex activities on the sites you covered in your reports and presentation, and these were very clear and detailed, your answers to your reviewers' questions suggested your actual knowledge and understanding were not so detailed or comprehensive as your reports implied. Stop. As a result, your reviewers are not satisfied that you meet the requirements of the attribute knowledge and understanding of engineering. Stop. C2. Following on from your reviewers' comments to C1 above, your reports and presentation were clear and detailed on the procedures and operations involved at the particular stages covered in of the projects covered in your reports. This also included the specialists and consultants and contractors / subcontractors who needed to be engaged and managed. Stop. Your reviewers are satisfied that you meet the requirements of the attribute practical application of engineering. C3, new line C3. In addition to the consultants and contractors and subcontractors you engaged and managed on the jobs you covered in your report and presentation, you were directly responsible for the work or managed the work of up to 3 graduate and junior engineers and other discipline leads. Stop. You were active in specifying and clarifying their scope and responsibilities, if sometimes overly so. You were clearly keen and able to manage large complex projects, the stakeholders, and correspondingly large professional and operational teams. Stop. Your reviewers are satisfied that you meet the requirements of management and leadership. Stop. C4. You described how after taking advice, you optimised the wind loadings and structural arrangement of the facade substructure on the Riyadh job. You also described how you directed the principal contractor on the Poplar job to re-engage the boring subcontractor after a dispute. Your reviewers noted your willingness to make independent judgments and to take responsibility for them, and are satisfied you meet the requirements of this attribute. Stop. 5. Your reviewers noted how you prepared very detailed budgets for the works for which you were engaged or were responsible. How you monitored cost and progress against budget and programme as the work proceeded on the projects, particularly the Finchley Central job, which you described in your presentation. Your reviewers also noted the value management you applied to your projects where appropriate, and the fact that you took into account the virtual cost benefits of improved sustainability and the programme benefits of alternative methods of working. Stop. Your reviewers are satisfied that you meet the requirements of attribute 5, commercial ability.